haven't gone into every single feature of this program yet, but I am quite a big fan at the moment of just simply the content checker of it. You can also use this to integrate between what's it called? I can't remember the exact name, but it's basically a Google tool, and you can basically use it to do research and trends. Google Trends. That's it. Google Trends you can use to get keyword ideas. So if for argument's sake you want some keyword ideas, you can use this program for that function as well. I have to admit, I find it pretty cool. I'm a big fan of using it for content writing, or to simply give me keyword or keyword phrases ideas quite fast. That's something I'm a big fan of so far. The SEO checker itself, it's okay. I wouldn't say it's the greatest thing in the world. I mean, I wouldn't really say I could rely on this and say rank every in the world, but it's still okay as a checker as a whole. I'm just using Google for obvious examples, just to give you the idea. It does also scan things quite fast. So I could, for example, or you could get a report, just gives you things governing such as the social scale, base, content, web performance. I haven't really gone into every single part of this yet, but you get the general idea of how it works. Such as it gives us a snippet idea, as you can see there. Meta description, H1, H2, H, and the keyword ideas. But it does give you quite a lot of information quite fast, to be fair. I haven't actually, to be honest, really contacted the support much. I haven't actually, to be honest, had any problems so far. I just really sent them an email saying thanks for software, because I'll be fair, I do like it quite a lot. For a program which has just been really made, or quite recently, I have been finding it really good to use. It is one of my favourite SEO software set for Scriptbox. Nothing personal, but Scriptbox itself for me is my favourite SEO software far. I like Ahrefs, but I always will prefer Scriptbox itself. And I also like a lot of my friends' software, SEO Now, to be fair, it does make sense that Google would have a good score for obvious reasons, because it's just obviously root domain itself, and they've got an incredibly fast server, to be fair. And you know yourself, at Google itself, even when you use your own checker, last time I used it gets quite a bad score. I always thought it was quite funny. Creating a report, I've used a few times. It does work pretty well. If you want a standard or a white one, that kind of stuff. If I remember correctly, the white label report is quite new. I haven't actually personally used it myself. It could be shit, it could be okay. I haven't actually used it myself so far. But the other one I did use was pretty good. I mean, just for example, put their name, Google Van, Google Van. If you want to upload an image, do that kind of stuff. Turn them all on. Click next. If you want to add any notes, do that. Download. But to be fair, they are upgrading the program at quite a fast rate, because, I mean, to be perfectly honest, this report here, if I remember for a white label one, it's only been here, if I remember correctly, I think it's either this week or late last week it was only released. So if you consider that, they are upgrading the program quite at a fast rate. So I mean, in 1 year, 2 years from now, it will probably be a lot better than it is. As you can see, you got a SEO spider as well, which I find quite cool, quite fun, that kind of stuff. That's just one of my own sites I'm doing a bit of work at the moment. You want to crawl it, that kind of stuff, you can do that. I just find it personally quite interesting how their system crawls things. I wouldn't say it's the best thing in the world, but it's pretty good for a tool. It basically cost me no money in real terms. What the type of keyword in? Let's just see. You're wanting me to test foreign languages, so let's just go with something foreign. Let's see what happens. I know Van's your word for this, for whatever everyone's got. Lots of Dutch people have it or surname, but let's just try and see if Van will pull up any information. Let's go to Netherlands. Let's see what happens now, see how it works. And as I was saying, talking about Google Trends, it is pretty cool. It does pull on Google Trends itself. I don't, to be honest, I only use Google Trends a wee bit of stuff when I'm doing more research, but it's pretty cool. It does pull in ideas for you from the software itself, which I really like a lot. You also get suggestions where it pulls in other ideas for you. For example, it could be great van, the best van, dog van, whatever, just anything really. It pulls in suggestions. It's like everything, the suggestions aren't going to be the best in the world, but it still gives some ideas. I'm also as well going to contact the support and ask them if it does work in foreign languages, because, to be perfectly honest, I haven't actually used it in foreign languages so far, but it would be a good thing to know. So I'm going to send them an email once this video is done to see if they say it's in Dutch, French, Spanish, whatever languages, or if they plan to do that. And if they do, how long until they do it. This is another thing I find quite cool for content editing. This is just an article I'm doing at the moment. It's not the best in the world since I'm still doing articles. It's a bit shit at the moment, but you get the idea. That makes sense. 40%. It's a bit poor at the moment since there's not a lot of images, that kind of stuff going in. But you get the idea. Statistically, at the moment, it's 46, a bit poor. Gives us information about the title, the content, the heading itself. So you can go from the SEO part to the word part itself, which I find works quite cool or quite well. You can also as well, when you do a wizard, you get more information where you can pull in the keyword ideas. I'm just going to save this, export this one at the moment, and I'll show you how it works. Because one of the things you can't see at the moment, because I'm doing it at the moment, you can't see a wizard in action. And you will probably find a wizard quite cool when you see what you can do. Let's just make sure, just double check it. Okay, create new article. I'm just going to type some things just so you get the ideas how it works. You just create optimization. Whatever word we want to do, let's just go with, say, dog food. Dog food. Click next. See, it pulls up ideas. I want to say dog breeds, dog harnesses, dog foodologies, dog bowls, and it gives us a range of information which I find personally quite cool because it saves me jumping to Google Trends or other programs. It's like everything, it's not going to be 100% perfect, but you get the idea. That gives us ideas, such as dog breeds would be quite hard to rank for, dog harnesses, dog houseplants. So if I want to add these words in, just click add. Add. You can add in as many as you want. That also wouldn't make sense unless it's going to donut something or another. But you get the idea, you just add in the words you want, you get the ideas, click next. Go to SEO editor. And that's us now really ready to go. We can type in articles, type in information, and see how good it scores. You'll probably know this a lot better than me. One of the things I always thought was quite bad and quite funny with Yoast was I always thought the way they grade or quality of articles never made sense. I did get information from Ken before in the past. We were sort of discussing it before about how bad Yoast's system was for grading articles, and we basically both agreed the same thing. Even if you follow Yoast's grading system 100%, it's not really going to do anything to help your site rank. I did actually test it myself, Yoast's own system regarding getting a green score. I'll be perfectly honest, I did get a few perfect green scores. It didn't help me to rank any articles in any way. I found for me the best one generally when it comes to Yoast scoring system is generally orange or red. It doesn't make any difference for anything. But you get the idea of a general idea for software. Let's just go with the final bit, copy metrics. I haven't really done the copy metric bits a lot so far, but you get the idea. You just copy in whatever site. I'm just going with this one. So we can also change it to other countries quite easy. Go with, say, I don't know how to pronounce it, but Vendula, whatever it's called. Quick analyze. Probably a bit bad since the Google's one. Obviously, there's no content in that page, but you get the idea. Should I pick a better site? That's probably a bit shit. I'll go with Forbes.com, should be a lot better. Well, you get the idea. Real estate. Actually, it's working okay now. So you get the idea. Read more comments makes sense. Well, I'll just do Forbes now. This is crashed. Let's go Forbes.com. Quick analyze. So to be fair, it does make sense. Trying to outrank Forbes itself would be quite hard, but it's obviously a big brand, as you know yourself. Buyer intent, that kind of stuff. So you get the idea here of different things it's trying to rank for. Forbes obviously is ranking for billionaires or those sort of theme things at the moment. If we wanted to, just a moment. If we wanted to check out more, such as advertising, Forbes, billionaires, that kind of stuff, we could analyze a new text. But you get the general idea. It's kind of like a all-round keyword or keyword phrase tool at the moment, and it does a range of other functions at the moment. I haven't checked every single function in a big way at the moment, but so far I'm liking it a lot. When I sent a message to support before, just saying thanks for your software, they were quite friendly, and I couldn't really fault how polite they were back to me as a whole. So I would if you're wanting this software. It is a cheap price. I've had basically no problems with it, and I'm not just being nice or too polite. It does work pretty well. It is a good tool for me, and I suspect you yourself could get some use out of it. And I will be sending them an email now asking if they're doing foreign languages, if they are, what ones they do, if not, how long until they do it, and whatever they tell me, I'll send you information which will tell you what languages they'll be able to do it in now or in the future. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thanks, bye.